Hi, Earth signs. Those are my Capricorns, my Virgos, and my Tauruses. It's your girl, Nikki Energy. Welcome to my channel, Nikki Energy Tarot. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for checking out my video. It's a new channel. I'm giving this a go. Finally, I've been putting this off for like a year and a half, 2 years actually, because I've been just so super scared. I'm a Libra. I overthink things a lot, so I just said, hey, there's no better time when being in the house and having to be somewhat quarantined than to focus on my intuition and growing my intuition, because that's what's on my bucket list for this year. But I appreciate you guys being here, and we're just gonna do a pull for the day, pull a card for the day. Today, March 20th, 2020. I'm gonna pull one overall theme for the day, and then I'll pull a card for the Capricorns, the Virgos, and the Tauruses. That's how we'll do that. But yeah, thank you guys for being here. Let me shuffle this up a little bit. I hope everyone's doing well. So I feel like vain asking people to like, share, comment, or subscribe, but you know, that's what I gotta say. I know it's still new, so there's only room for me to grow from here. If you're looking to start anything or do anything at all, don't wait until it's perfect. I have a tendency to do that. I don't want to put things out because I'm like, I don't have the perfect tripod for my phone. I don't have the perfect lighting. I don't have the perfect car. I don't have the... And sometimes all you need is yourself. You have everything you need. Maybe that's a message for somebody. You literally have everything you need. And if you don't, if physically you don't have everything you need, start at a place where you can work with what you have. You know, and then you'll grow from there. Don't be intimidated by the people who have more or that have accomplished more, because as long as you're constantly working on yourself to get better, it'll come your way. It's bound to happen. When you're down, you're not always down. Sometimes you're up, and those are great times. Okay. I like to do a little this, look at the cards. I like to pull this way. So overall theme for this reading, this is for all my earth signs. I'm going to do this one for the Capricorns, this one for the Virgos, and this one for the Tauruses. I felt weird saying that. Tauruses. Taurus, like tourist, tourists. Anyway. I'm sorry. I'm a little goofy. Okay, so the overall theme, and that is the card of Taurus too, the Hierophant. Actually, the Hierophant is like, it's the structure card for me. It's spiritual direction, it's education, it's the building of a foundation. That's what I look at that as. It's a positive card. Like, say for example, if you have things going on at home today, it's like expanding your property, like inviting people over to your house, like people who you share the same interests with, people that you get along with, that you love. You know, this has to do with relationships for you. This is committed partnerships, or a partnership that can lead to commitment. Celebrating what's sacred about your relationship. That's what I see in the Hierophant card. I think as someone who is also spiritually sound, who's giving out, you know, help to other people. So you yourself can be an intuitive person, or a person that's extremely, you know, spiritual, and you could be helping people with even just having a conversation, or, you know, just hanging out. You can have conversation with people just hanging out, and they can heal somebody, you know. For your finances and money, the Hierophant really is like progress. It's finding your direction. It's like making a decision. It's forcing you to step into a leadership position, but you're ready for it. And it's growth. It's you growing into something. So overall, it's a positive card. It's a positive theme for today. But let's get into how it is affecting my Capricorns. Yes. Even though this is a Virgo card, but let's just point out the fact that these are two major arcana together. And to me, when there's a lot of major arcana in a reading, it just means that the message is even more impactful and powerful. So we have the Hermit card, so you guys can see. This is for my Capricorns. This is coming together of like healing and self-exploration for you guys. It's an opportunity to get away from the routine of life and really get into your own space, get in touch with your feelings, get in touch with yourself physically. And I believe this has a lot to do with, it's almost like, okay, this is gonna sound crazy. You know how we're supposed to be staying in, so we're giving this rule from up above, not from the heavens, but from, you know, the government and stuff like that, that, you know, certain parts of the government are telling us we have to stay in and everything. This could be you forcing, because you're being forced to stay in, or, you know, because you're being forced to stay in, you're now able to stop and take stock in who you are today. Today might be a day of you just exploring yourself. It might be a day of you, that sounds horrible. I meant like, you know, emotionally, physically. It could be a day of you not really making any big decisions, just but prioritizing like your tasks, getting everything in line and in order, because you're trying to set yourself you're trying to set yourself up for the next thing. We have actually Capricorn energy right now. Jupiter is in Capricorn. From what I understand, Jupiter has to deal with the expansion. And in order for you to expand in what you're doing, you have to first analyze it. You have to first get into the part of it that's like, everyone loves to be successful, but people sometimes hate having to do the work or going into solitude to figure out what needs to be done to get there. You know, this is working through or making a plan to get to the end result. So overall, this is a really good card, Capricorns, because this is basically saying that you're using this time wisely and you're actually focusing on what you need to. So let's go to my Virgos. I love a good Virgo. My mommy's a Virgo. Yay, the Four of Wands. Okay, so the Four of Wands is definitely a card of celebration. It's a card of coming together. It's a card that says happiness is definitely on the horizon. I know Virgos work super hard, right? But what I do know about most of the Virgos that I know is you do it because you want to set your family up for success or for a better life. You know, bringing structure into your life is something that a Virgo will work hard if they have to. And basically this card is saying that today you're able to enjoy something. You're able to feel happy at home because of something that you've done for yourself. Some types of things that I think of when I look at this card, the Four of Wands, of course, there's 1111. It could be, if you're into twin flames and stuff like that, it's a twin flame card. People say that. It's also a card of union and marriage, because here are two people that spent time apart. They come together to build something. It's a building of a foundation. And if there's anybody who loves to build a good foundation, something solid, it's a Virgo. Okay? This is probably a new partnership, like a new love interest, but somebody who's willing to express themselves with you and willing to show you love and willing to build with you. And that's an amazing thing. If you're a creative person, it's a great time to work on your creative projects. It'll bring you success. If artistic person, even if you don't see yourself as that, if you like to cook, if you like reading books, you like writing books, it doesn't always have to be like you drawing or painting something that means you're artistic. You can be artistic in every way of life. You know, it means that there's success coming to you, and the things that you try now or you start now are really going to have success behind them. You're setting yourself up for something successful, basically. So that's what I have for you, Virgos. Now let's get to our Tauruses. Well, would you look at there? Tauruses. Just look at this card. First of all, is somebody getting in touch with their emotions right now during this time? Are you being forced to get in touch with your emotions? Are you opening yourself up to your emotions? Or are you just sitting there and allowing spirit to just pour down nothing but support and love on you? First of all, what I really love about this card is There's so much abundance. It's overflowing. There's so much abundance overflowing with this card. And a beautiful thing about this is coming from above. Divine is pouring down all this love on you and bringing healing into your life. This is a card of hope, of inspiration, that you're being guided on the right path, creativity, just all good things. It's like basically you feel inspired right now to create something beautiful, or to start a new project, or to I was going to say refurbish your home. That does not sound right. To rearrange things in your house. You know, when you don't know a word, so you have to like go around it and find other words to say. Anyway, this is basically you being blessed in whatever endeavors you go into. If it's a relationship, this is like someone who you're supposed to be with, you're destined to be with. It's time. Your soulmate, your other half is coming to you. And I definitely, if this has to do with love for my Tauruses, I'm not trying, like, I pull out whatever I see. If this has to do with love for Tauruses, it's almost like you see these two people, they're a couple coming together, the two people right here, these two sets of pillars, and then these two cups of emotions that are both being poured into the same stream. That's togetherness. Overall, I think that's a beautiful thing. So for my earth signs, overall, it's a day of finding yourself, bringing things together, setting yourself up for success for the future. And I just want to say thank you for sticking by this long in this video. Thank you so much. My videos will get better. If you have any advice, you can definitely email me and let me know. But I'm still brand new and I'm trying. So, but thank you for your patience. Only up from here. I love you guys. Bye.